What is going on, you guys? Say hi when you are here. Hey, hey, hey. What is going on, you guys? Say hi when you're here. Can't wait to talk to you about this very, very important topic. So, let me know when you guys are here live. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Also, if you're here on replay, let me know so I can go back and show you some love. And if you're new to watching me live, come back and let me know down below that you're new because I want to get to know you. So let's make sure that we're live. Let's get it. Let's go. How are you guys feeling today? Listen here. Got some tea for y'all today. Some tea, some coffee, some whatever you want to call it. Say hi when you're here. What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? What's up? All right, let's make sure that we are live. Let's make sure that I can see comments. Hold on, y'all, because on StreamYard, it's a little delay. So I want to make sure that you guys can see and hear me. Let me know. Give me some hearts. Give me some likes. Let me know you're here. Say what's up, because today I got some news for you. What's up, y'all? Oh, my baby just fell. You okay, Amara? What's good, y'all? I feel like I haven't been live in a little bit. Did y'all miss me? I'm back. So, let me know when you're here, and we're about to get into the nitty gritty of what I want to talk about today. So, oh, y'all, my baby. Amara? All right, I see you guys. What's up? I see some hearts, some likes, except for it doesn't tell me who you are. So let me know that you're here. But I wanted to go live about this because I think it's so important to talk about. A lot of people have been asking me, and I just kind of want to share from my heart what's going on, and just kind of the thought process behind the why, because people keep asking me, and so I'm here to deliver. Hang on, you guys. I gotta make sure my baby's good. Mara, what's up, Mr. Bunch? I'm trying to see your guys' names. What's up, Cindy Leader? Hey, sis. What's up, you guys? Look, invite a friend who invites a friend, okay? So, how are you guys feeling today? If you could drop one word below on how you feel, let me know. For me, it's grateful. I'm alive. I get a chance to become 1%, at least 1% better today. I get the opportunity to be a better mom. Let's go. We're alive. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening in the world, and the fact that you're here on this live is a very big deal. Yes, Mr. Bunch says I'm blessed. Let's go. So y'all know y'all gotta come with some energy. You can't get on the live just hello, hi, Francis. No, well, let's get this energy up because I got some big news for y'all. Big news. Let's get it. All right. So listen, you guys, let's talk about it because everybody's asking me, Francis, when is the wedding? Are we invited? What's going on? And so I wanted to come on here because you guys, y'all know I talk about the good stuff. I talk about the not so good stuff. I talk about the easy stuff. And I try to really talk about the hard stuff too. Can y'all agree? Can y'all drop some sevens if you feel like being transparent on social media is a good thing? Because unfortunately, the bad part of social media, and I say this all the time, is that it's a highlight reel, right? It's like your reels. You get to show kind of what you want. And so sometimes people can get on social media and feel like, oh, I do not have this thing figured out. Like this life thing is whooping me. Okay. I get it. And so, at least for me, I know that I try to be super transparent with you guys. And I don't like to fake it. I don't know how, actually, because if you see me in person, I don't know how to lie. Okay. So we in trouble. But what's up, you guys? I see y'all hopping on. Say hey as you get on. Let's get this energy going. Drop in the comments how you feel. And for real, let's get to it, right? Because a lot of people ask me, Francis, when's the wedding? Like, when are you guys getting married? You got engaged on Thanksgiving. What's going on? What's going on? It's almost a year. What's up? So here's the deal. There is no wedding. I know. I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, what girl? You were so excited to be planning your wedding. There is none. I know. Some people right now are listening, like, oh my gosh, girl, are you okay? And the answer is, I'm fine. I'm 1000% okay. I'm actually really excited to not be having a wedding. And, I wanted to make sure I didn't like mislabel the live because I'm still getting married. I'm just not having a wedding. And I want to share my logic and our logic behind this. Okay. So for us, we are in a season where, first of all, I feel like I've been in a season for a long time that I do not care to do things for anyone else's approval. Anybody else with me, drop an 8 if you're like, I don't want to do anything for anyone else's approval. Okay. Drop an 8 if you feel me. Because I'm kind of in this place in my life where I'm like, I have an audience of one. God, baby. Okay. And so for a really long time, I've just really been in this place of like, I do not need anyone's approval. Okay. I do not want to do anything for show or just to say that I did it. Like, that's just not where I'm at. And that's just not where we're at as a household. So check this out, you guys, because y'all know I like to come to you with the real, okay? Not just the highlight reels. So when we started wedding planning, okay, we mapped everything out. We were like, okay, what is a budget that we want to stick to? Because remember, budgets are not for broke people. Billionaires are not just swiping their cards, not knowing who they're giving money to, right? So there was a budget in place. And we were like, okay, if you divvy this up, this is how much needs to get put away for this only. And then as we're doing some thinking, as we're doing some investing, we're just like, are you thinking what I'm thinking? And this is why, you guys, I will forever preach the importance of getting educated about things that actually matter, like money, the economy, how it really moves. Because let me tell you, the old me who had like surface knowledge would have just been like, let's go, let's do the wedding. We in there, let's do it. But the new me, the evolved me, the me that doesn't care about validation, the me that doesn't care to do an event for other people, the me who is just not really interested in validation, right? And I'm not saying that that's what a wedding is. Don't misinterpret the message, okay? Because I'm going to give you the whole lowdown on this. But as we're sitting here thinking about this, I'm like, man, this is why getting educated is so important. Because as we're seeing what's happening in the economy, as our educators, and, we're so grateful to have one of the top females in the entire industry, straight from Wall Street, who's giving us the 411 on a daily basis about the stock market, really analyzing it from her eyes, from her mind, from her timing, from her strategy. And as we're seeing this, right, as we're learning, as we're understanding the real direction of where times are going economically, I'll keep it real. We had a pretty modest budget, like 15,000. And as we're digging more, doing some investing, and really like mapping this out, we're like, do we really want to have a wedding right now in 2023? Nah, I don't think we do. And this wasn't just like rash, oh no, we're just not going to have one. But it was really calculated, because when you understand the financial opportunities, and it's honestly, you guys, it is financial opportunity, but it's also preparation. It's also treating your family like the financial institution that it is, and not just a little family. And so once you start getting the education and you realize, whoa, there are major things that are going to be happening in the next 6 to 12 months that can radically change the direction of someone's legacy with the right education, with the right moves, we just like, we're not doing it. We're just not doing it. And it was just it wasn't an easy thing to do because people, were excited. They were like, when is it? When do I gotta take off? Like, how are we doing this wedding thing? And as I'm starting to plan and I'm thinking like, oh man, I gotta tell my best friend in Florida, she needs to be my maid of honor. Then we decide we're not having one. So I'm like, I'm kind of glad I didn't like mail all the stuff out and do all the cute stuff, because truth be told, we're still going to have one, right? So this is our plan, and I'll give you even more of the thought process. So we're still going to get married next year. We're just not going to do a wedding. And this also comes from a place of abundance and not entitlement. Because see, a lot of times we feel, or just people feel, like going into debt for a wedding is something that you're supposed to do. I need to have the day that I deserve, which there's nothing wrong with that. You should have the exact kind of day that you want, right? But a lot of times, wait, she's on here. She said, I'm listening, even the hurricane. You better be safe, girl. But yeah, so just so you know, don't expect any mail. There's no wedding. But be safe for real. I mean, really be safe. So a lot of times we have like this entitlement piece to us that says, oh, you know what? And some people might not agree with this. You might be listening to this and think I'm freaking crazy. And that's okay. We're not here to agree on everything. We're adults, right? I would hope that we can agree to disagree at this age in our life. So, but people in general sometimes have this like entitlement to them that says, I deserve to have the wedding of my dreams, but like you didn't prepare. So you're getting into debt before you even marry two people who already come with luggage. And so a lot of times we operate out of this sense of entitlement and not this sense of abundance, of preparation, of really being smart when it comes to preparation, right? The preparation for the season of famine. And it's not operating out of fear, but it's just, if you really look at what is happening in the financial markets, you understand that, one, things are about to get really real. By the way, if you think we've had like anything hard happening economically, there's more. It's coming. Just wait. And so understanding that, right? Understanding that every day we get coaching and mentorship from honestly some of the best in the markets. It would be kind of crazy for us to just volunteer up $15,000 that we know the dollar is not really worth anything. So 15,000 of those for what? To say we did a wedding in 2023? No, not really. We're not interested. 0 out of 5 stars. Do not recommend. And so for us, it's just become more of a strategy. It's become more of we now treat our family like the financial institution that it is, right? And we don't want to function out of this entitlement, feeling like, oh, we deserve to have the wedding that we want because we work hard. I mean, while part of that is true, it's also entitlement. Because to say that you're going to go into debt to celebrate one day. Hey, Amara, what'd she do? Oh, to say that you're going to go into debt to have a wedding for one day that you clearly may not afford, like may not be able to afford, and then you're hurting after because you took out unnecessary debt. We're not even going to get to the topic of like interest rates going up again or any of that. But it's just, if you really watch and understand the economic times that are coming, it's time to be really strategic. It's time to be really strategic about getting in the know of what's happening, getting in the know of how to interpret what's happening. It's time to really be strategic with every dollar, like every dollar coming in and out of your house, having an assignment for real, because right now, and again, let's go back to this talk of entitlement. A lot of people feel like, well, are you okay? A lot of people feel like, well, if I get laid off, they better give me unemployment. And it's kind of like, you're kind of not really entitled to anything. We live in a country where clearly we've seen some really interesting things, but not preparing and counting on, well, hey, if I get laid off, they just better give me unemployment, is not a really good mindset to be in this time period. Like, it's just not a good place to be. So for us, the decision of taking a wedding in 2023 off the table isn't because technically we're not, like, the money's not saved. It's not because of any of that. It is this one, honestly, a couple of simple things. I can't say it's this one simple thing, but it's a couple of simple things. It's, we have the education now to know better. And a lot of times we've seen really hard economic times before, right? People talk about recessions, they start freaking out. They're like, oh my God, everything's going to get more expensive and we're not going to get raises at our job, which is a lot of times the truth. But then also at the same time, a lot is never done in preparation either. And so, you know that saying, like, the rich or the wealthy get more rich and the poor get poorer. A lot of times it's information that's missing plus application, right? Plus whatever circumstance you were in prior to. So in knowing better, we have to make the intentional decision to do better. And I share this because a lot of people, you know, sometimes don't want to share. Sometimes they don't want to address questions from people like, what's the real reason why you guys are not having a wedding? Is it because you can't afford it? And really, I don't really care to answer that question, but I do care to be transparent with people to let you know that it's okay for you to be the first person to start thinking different. It's okay for you to start being the first person, the first family within your family to do different. It's okay for you to not be doing things how they've always been done, because clearly if they worked, they would have been working. It's okay for you to say, you know what? We're going to postpone some short-term pleasure for some long-term strategy. And I share that because sometimes we get caught up in what the world is doing, what people in our family did, what they want us to do, whatever you might be getting caught up in. I need you to know that it's okay for you to start being the first piece of your family to start saying, nah, it's time for us to operate different. Because there was like a lot of exciting talk, like venues, photographers, all the things. And we kind of were just like, we need to really put our heads down and really strategically think this move through. And so, you know, I just want to encourage the person that might be listening to this, like, what? Wait, you guys are not going to have the wedding? What's going on? And just encourage you to understand that you can be the first person that, like I said, decides you're going to do different, that your family within your family starts to be the family that does different. Hola, Andrea, I miss you, girl. So you can be the one that starts to break whatever ways things were done before. You don't have to do things how they've always been done, because clearly if they worked, a lot of people will be in a lot different position. And so I want to encourage you, be the first piece in your family that gets educated about something nobody in your family is talking about. Be the first person to explain how this level that Bitcoin is going to can radically change people's lives and position families to be the first generation millionaires in the game. It's okay for you to be the first person to start to do that. While people may not understand it, something that you can ask wealthy people is, when everyone goes left, they're going right. They're not doing what the masses are doing because they don't want to get what the masses are going to get. And so for us, that was the strategy. That was the thinking. This was realistically the decision. Our children becoming, like us becoming first generation millionaires, to change the game for our kids, or having a physical day in 2020. Like it's okay for you to be the first one to do it different. And so I just want to encourage somebody, because sometimes We get caught up in, what's how has our family always done it? And the truth is, if you keep doing it the way your family's always done it, you're going to keep getting more of what y'all already had. And so I just wanted to like share that transparency, because a lot of people don't want to talk about it. A lot of people would still move forward and do things how they had already planned it. But when you really start to understand what is happening in the markets, when you really understand that you get the opportunity to learn from the top female in the industry who has over 40 years of experience and can really tell you, I've been there and I've seen this on charts before. And men lie, women lie, charts don't lie. So to get guidance from someone like that, to get guidance from some of the best in the digital currency game, to really change the trajectory, not just of your finances, like your entire legacy can change if you do the right things in the next 5 years. But if you know better and you don't do better, it's as if you didn't know it all. So I love you guys. I wanted to come on and be transparent. If you got anything valuable from this, drop it below. I appreciate you guys always coming in to listen to my truth, because I like to share the good, the bad, the ugly, the sad. You might be crying on here live with me one day. Like, that's how we get down. But I also want to encourage you that if you need to get plugged in to quality education, come get a free tour. We can do a 15-minute free tour, whether that's the stock market you want to learn about, whether it's cryptocurrency, NFTs, whatever that is for you. There's so much opportunity coming, but you cannot take advantage of opportunity if you don't prepare. And so I love you guys. Let's get it. I'll talk to you soon.